Welcome to Drawsh Studio. Today we're going to learn how to sharpen and hold our pencil to get a variety of marks in our work. Let's get started. Today we're going to sharpen graphite pencils. You can sharpen charcoal, Conte, or any kind of pencil like this. We want our pencils to have a nice long tapered point, so we can use the side of the pencil to draw or the point. Notice that the softer pencils like a 6B are thicker than the harder pencils like an HB. This means that the softer pencils are easier to sharpen without breaking, but ultimately you can sharpen any pencil like this. To sharpen them, I prefer to use the square, single-edged razor blades. The reason I like these is they're really inexpensive. You can buy a whole box of them pretty cheap, so when they're dull, you can toss it. You can use an X-Acto for this, but I find the blades really expensive to replace, which means you will probably be using a dull blade. When the blade's dull, it's actually more dangerous because you have to push harder, making it more likely to break your pencil or cut yourself. And don't forget, blades are very sharp, so be careful not to cut yourself. And just a quick safety tip. Never dispose of a blade directly into the trash can because you can accidentally cut people or animals who come in contact with the trash. You can either keep a little container to collect your blades or wrap the blade in tape before throwing it in the trash. We will also need a sanding pad. This isn't special art sandpaper, so feel free to use just regular old sandpaper you have around the house. Something with a medium grit. Now let's sharpen a pencil. I'm going to hold the pencil in my left and push with my thumb and use the blade in my right hand to control the depth. I start really far back and I gradually remove thin layers of wood. As I get closer to the point, I work very gently. I'm just trying to separate the wood from the graphite. And I want to be very careful not to cut into the drawing core. I keep working my way around to get a long, gradual tapered point. Now I have a long piece of graphite revealed. The next step is to use the sanding pad to give myself the sharp point. I'm going to move the pencil back and forth like this while I spin it in my fingers like this. Notice I'm creating a lot of dust. Try not to breathe that. It's not good to get in your lungs. Keep going back and forth rotating it until you get a really sharp, fine point. Then wipe the dust off the tip before you start drawing. I think if it's not at least 3/4 of an inch, you won't be able to get the marks you want. Some artists prefer a very long point, so you'll find a size that works best for you. Now we're going to talk about how to hold the pencil to get a variety of marks. Let it rest in your hand like this, and then gently grip it. You can rotate the pencil in your fingers, pivot it in your hand, or move your hand and wrist in different angles. This can feel awkward for students at first, but a good way to understand how to hold the pencil is by thinking of a toothbrush. Notice that a toothbrush is designed to fit in your hand like this, and even has a little thumb grip. That's pretty much how you want to hold a pencil. And just like when you brush your teeth, you pivot the brush and move your hand around to clean different parts of your teeth. Hopefully you guys are brushing your teeth every day. Dental health is very important, but this is essentially what we want with the pencil. Only using the pencil point, like we are writing, limits what we are able to do with it. But now I can use the side of the pencil to get soft, broad strokes. With this hand position, I can really make any kind of mark with confidence and control. I can pivot it up and use more of the point, or go back and forth to make thick and thin. I can move my hand on my arm to get different angles to feel comfortable. And I can make soft, even areas of tone. When I draw like this, I am able to use my whole hand, wrist and arm, which allows me to work larger and create better ellipses and curves. Practice this on your own. It will feel awkward at first, but stick with it and keep moving your hand so that it feels comfortable as you draw. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to go to draftsman.com for more information on these topics and many more. If you want to see more videos like this, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one.